Hey man, I gotta know. What are they biting on?
The end of my line. Here, try one of these finesse crawlers from D&D.
D&D baits are top quality baits in a large variety of colors and styles. D&D baits have been proven to work better than the national brands in the waters here in the Pacific Northwest. They create their baits custom to the water conditions. D&D makes the baits no one else will have. Catch D&D baits on Facebook. Land more fish.
Beat them senseless.
You and me and you, we gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's time for the Fuller Broadcast with your host, Jeff Fuller.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fuller Broadcast, 24/7 sports news, live interviews, and mania coverage. I'd like to welcome everybody that's watching live. So right now, I'm going to bring on Street Beef champion, Reckless Rico. Let's bring him on here. Can you hear me?
Yo.
How you doing, man?
How you doing, man? How you doing? How's everything going over there, brother?
It's going good. How about you, bro?
Man, good. I just got finished teaching a class over here, just done with the cardio class. Then I got another class at 8 o'clock. I got to run and teach, so it's pretty fun, pretty busy day so far.
That sounds good. I'm looking at the sign above you. It says UFC Gym. So you're trying to get ready for the UFC?
Yeah, that's the game plan.
All right. So the first question we want to ask you is, how did you get into the sport of street beef?
Oh, sorry about that. But I got into street beef. Friend, I was watching it way back in high school, like my senior year and stuff like that. And then I was always talking about with my friends, like, yeah, I can't, I'm a Judas and stuff like that. But I never had the idea I would travel out that part of Virginia. And then COVID happened. I'm like, man, I don't want to sit at home. I don't want to get lazy. I want to be active. Went out there. One of the first events they had back at the Scarface was like original in like the back of his yard in his house. And then I fought. Then I fought again like 3 days later for the vacant featherweight title. And then the rest is history.
That's wonderful. So tell everybody about you right now. A little bit more about your fighting career and where you're at right now.
Yeah, so my fighting career as it stands, I'm 1-0 in boxing, and then I'm 8-0 in street and MMA. As far as like my career and stuff like that is going right now, I'm just really developing all my skills, and I'm just really honing in on the experience, trying to go pro at some point in time, like my brother Midnight Warrior. And then for those who don't know, I have a background in wrestling, jiu-jitsu, so I compete in a lot of jiu-jitsu tournaments, usually like every weekend if I can, or every month. And I'm always competing, whether it's in jiu-jitsu or in MMA.
All right, that's good, man. It's good. I heard a lot about you, though. So tell us about your last fight that you defended your title against. Was it Beach? I believe.
Yes, sir. Beach. Yes, sir.
Give us a little detail about that matchup you had.
So that matchup, it was a long-awaited matchup. We were supposed to play December 5th, but it was like a little bit of like some miscommunication, so that didn't happen. So we both ended up having a fight. He fought Chance, I fought Savage. And so the big fight, January 2nd, start off the new year, right? Me and him go at it. There was a lot of hype, a lot of debate who would win. Obviously he was coming in as the favorite. He was the former champ, undefeated. I was undefeated. And so we got out there, we did our thing, and then I was able to get my hand raised against him. Such a formidable opponent, such a skilled opponent in Beach. So that went down on January 2nd. Then we fought.
So after winning this matchup, did you get any call outs, or do you have anybody in mind that you want to fight on your next fight?
Yeah, so I got one call out actually. So later on in the evening, Slumbo Rice, he fought the Kraken, won. Then after he won, he gave me like a little call out saying, it's my time, me and you, Rico, next. So me and him are fighting January 30th. So it's going down in 2 weeks. And I'm looking to defend my title again.
Well, hopefully we'll see what goes on. I think you're fighting, February or March on your next fight?
It'll be January 30th.
Okay. I'll be watching that one. So during your career, who was your inspiration on getting you to fight when you grew up? Who was your person that helped you with everything you're going through right now?
It would probably have to be Anderson Silva. You know, Anderson Silva growing up, he was such a huge inspiration, such a huge role model. Came from such humbling beginnings, and the way he went on such a tear for like over a decade. He was undefeated for like 16 fights in a row, and it was just such a phenomenal thing to see how he was moving in there. Like when Anderson Silva was fighting in his prime, it was like he was moving in the matrix, like literally, and like seeing that and how he was doing it, then seeing his jiu-jitsu, his striking with his Muay Thai, wrestling, BJJ, it just inspired me to want to be such a complete, true mixed martial artist.
All right. So that's. I'm trying to think here. I had a headache all day today. So during your training, when you get ready for your next fight, I see you train over at by UFC. So who trains and helps you get ready for your next fight?
Yeah, so depending on like the opponent stuff like that, like my main guys at Maxim Gym, I have guys like Tino Flores, my man JJ, a D1 wrestler. Then I have my coach Amano Reyes and my guy Albert, who whole pass with me, getting me ready for striking. Then I have my jiu-jitsu coach getting me ready. So I have a lot of different people in the room with me at Maxim Gym that's helping me constantly grow, sharpen my tools, and then get me ready for specific game planning for specific opponents that I fight.
Right. So that's comes up with the next question. What does it mean for you to be a fighter where you're at right now?
Right now, for me, meaning to be the fighter I am right now, it's a steady growth or improvement. I'm always learning something. I'm one of those people. I'm open to anything. You tell me something. You tell me like, hey, I can turn my hips better like this. I can throw a punch like this and turn my knuckles better. I'm a listen. I'm an open book. There's nothing I won't take for critique. I'm always learning. I'm a student in the game, and I just want to evolve and be the best martial artist I can be.
So all the matches you've had and defending your title, what separates you from other fighters in your division?
What separates me is just my I just train hard, man. My work ethic, the way I just do things, I train hard. I always want to be dominant. I'm the first to go. You know what I mean? I truly believe in my skill set and my mindset. My mind, I'm just mentally stronger than all these other guys in my division. That's no discredit or disrespect to anybody in the division, but I'm just training hard. I'm mentally strong, physically, mentally, emotionally. My mind is there. My soul is there. I'm just ready.
So from here until like 3 or 4 months from now, where do we expect to see you fighting at? With Street Beefs, UFC, where are we going to see you?
A couple of months from now, I'll probably still be fighting for street beats and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Down the long run, but eventually, probably later this year or next year, I plan on going pro and pursuing a MMA career, no matter where it takes me.
All right, that sounds good. That sounds good. So, the family you have right now in Street Beefs, what is it like to have all that support from your family, Street Beefs that brought up? What is it like to have all that support?
Man, it's so humbling. I can't even put it into words. There's so many people I don't know, and so many people I do know that just love and care for me, want to see me do good, that want to help me out, maybe sponsor me, or if I didn't have money for something, they'll send me something on PayPal or something. It's really humbling, and there's so much gratitude that I have for the people that do so much for me, and they will never know how much it means because those are things you can never take back. Like I can look back on my life 20 years from now knowing that I'm happy that somebody helped me to get to the biggest stage that I look back on. And in a way, when they do that for me, it's good karma because I'm gonna do something good for that person and the next person. So I'm just truly humble and truly grateful.
Yeah, that's why when I met Sunshine, I was watching Street Beefs like maybe I got into watching it 5 months ago, and man, the respect I got for you guys is just outstanding. I love what you guys do. Some of you guys, you don't get paid for it. You do what you love. You go out there, you fight, defend your title, or you just fight. Just keep going. So,
Yeah.
what is it? If you were to have a dream fight in the future, who would you want to fight?
Um, If I had to have a dream fight, thinking that's a hard.
in the
I would have to
future?
say probably I would probably say I'll
Tricky
probably say
question, huh?
Jose Aldo. Yeah,
Who?
I would say Jose Aldo for sure.
Yeah. So, what's your momentum right now when you're training? Uh, do you train with like besides training yourself? Do you help kids train where you're at in the gym and stuff to get them more, you know, inspir what's that word? Inspiration from you and look up at you as a coach and everything?
Yeah, so when I'm out the gym for fight camps and stuff like that, I'm training, with my partners. I'm helping other people out if they got fights or kids and stuff like that. So even though I'm in camp, my attention is still, with the team and with my friends and with my family and stuff like that. So I'm still just getting ready and things of that nature.
So I'm not sure if you have any sponsors or anybody that sponsors you while you're fighting. Do you have anything you'd like to say out there to the fans, your coaches, any street beef family out there?
Yeah, so I just want to give a shout out to my sponsors that they literally been helping me for the trip, putting money in my pockets that I wasn't get out there. My first sponsor, Teachy. Those guys are great, phenomenal restaurant in Greensbury, Maryland. If you guys are out there, it's ran by Nick Waite. Check it out there. Shout out to Nathan and Jenny Walker from Listly This Select Family, one of the best real estate agencies in Indiana. Shout out to my Treebog Mills. If you guys are interested in like parody YouTube videos, stuff like that. Those guys are really good. Precise Construction. Those guys like help build so many cities around the region from my hometown. And then shout out to Hard and Fight. Those guys have been helping me with my clothing line, getting my name and stuff out there. So I'm just truly grateful for that. And then shout out to all the fans, my family, for all the love, the care, and support. Without them, I literally wouldn't have the motivation and inspiration to just do what I want to do and just be great.
All right, guys, but Reckless Rico here. What do we expect the fans and the family and the Street Beef family? What are we going to see in the future from you that it shock everybody?
Man, for the future for me, you can see me being the UFC champion. You can see me going down as one of the greatest of all time. Just ready to shock the world and just do my thing, man. That's it. If you guys haven't been for me from the beginning of my day one journey, you got to stay tuned in because I'm ready to go.
You heard that, guys. So, is there anything else you'd like to say? Any questions you have before we get off here?
I just want to say, January 30th, Slumbo Rice and coming for you. Be ready.
All right, guys. Rico, Reckless Rico, he's going to be defending his title here January 30th. Keep an eye out on him. This boy right here's got my respect. So I'll be seeing him live on that fight. So, Reckless Rico, I'd like to thank you for being on my show, taking the time and energy from all your training to be on my show to tell everybody your story. And hopefully I can have you on sometime in February, talk about your next fight. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate being on the show, and it's truly an honor to be a part of this.
Thank you, man. Thank you for being on the full broadcast. You have a good night, and good luck with your training and everything in the future.
Thank you, brother. God bless.
You're welcome, man.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. You heard it from Reckless Rico, on the full broadcast 24/7 Sports News. He is the undefeated champion in Street Beats. He's got a fight coming January 30th. So make sure you guys watch it on Street Beats on YouTube live. I will be posting those sites, not sites, but the YouTube channel that you go watch the fights at. And right now, I just want to give thanks to all my sponsors that are helping me with my show and everything. I want to start off first with Unique Craft by Eve, Evelyn Washington. She personalizes gifts and crafts. Plus, she actually does hats, hoodies, sweaters, shirts. If you guys would like to purchase my clothes, my hats or anything, my shirts, message me and I'll be glad to give you guys some prices. Right now, I'm just waiting on some products to come in so I can show you guys her work and everything. So check her website out. You go to www.uniquecraftsbyeve.com. Check her out, guys. Next, I'd like to thank Steve Tyson, the Hitman, for helping me for everything I've been through, helping me bringing fighters here for all the interviews from the BKFC, MMA. Appreciate his support and everything. Next is D&D Baits. If you guys got, actually, you know what? I got an idea. Hang on for a second. D&D Baits been helping me out. So make sure you guys tune in on Thursday, tomorrow night, with Brian Maxwell and Thomason Sr. from the Bare Knuckle Fighting. They're going to be on my show tomorrow night, and I'm going to be giving out prizes from D&D Baits, custom made. Hang on for a second. If you look at these baits, I got a bunch of these baits here that are going to be prizes. I'm going to pick out 2 winners. They're going to also win the shirt, fishing shirts right here, for prizes tomorrow night. So if you guys stay tuned and watch my show live tomorrow night with Bare Knuckle Fighters, you guys will listen to details I'm going to give out about winning these prizes. So I wish everybody luck. Make sure you guys tune in on my show live. And I also like to apologize for last night's live interview. It didn't go too well, but we'll move on from that. But once again, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night with Bare Knuckle Fighters. Brian Maxwell and Thomason Sr. are going to give it all for their next fights and everything else. So I appreciate all the support, everything from everybody. And stay tuned tomorrow night. I'll see you guys. Have a good night. From the full broadcast 24/7 Sports News. You see it back here. Live interviews, mania coverage. Thank you for Street Beats Fighters and Sunshine and Ashley for helping me out. Have a good night from the Full Broadcast Show.